What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? We are going vertical. I said vertical. Vertical. What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? What's up, Virgo Child? What's up, Sexy 60? What's up, Kay? What's up, Winnie? Thank you for being here. How everything looking? How is it going vertical? I wanted to test it out again, try it, something new, something different, give the people a different perspective. I felt like I wanted to be more up close and personal. One thing, because we are talking about mental health. Shannon, shout out to Shannon, shout out to everybody on Facebook, but especially shout out to Shannon. Thank you so much. And also shout out to Melanie Butts because she has been on like a eight week streak of being like the number one top fan on my Facebook. Thank you. What's up, Smooth? How you doing? Thank you for being here. Shout out to everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, I kind of wanted to have a discussion about mental health. For those of you who are new to AT2 and didn't know, back on 2021, 2022, I had sought out therapy because I needed to speak with someone, and I recognized it on my own. There was a lot going on. I think between online and then in the home, I had a lot that I needed to work out and figure out. So I did finally seek therapy. I was only doing it once a month, and it was not even virtual. It was over the phone, literally. We would talk on the phone. It was like talking to your friend or something like that. Not quite exactly, but I mean, you're talking to a professional over the phone, right? It really helped me. I honestly was the one to stop it on my own. I stopped it in, I want to say, like June. What's up, Jelly? How you doing? Um, yeah, I stopped it on my own. I stopped it in June of 2022. The reason why is because I felt that I no longer needed it. And then secondly, I felt that I had enough to know my triggers and know things that irritate me. And it's so crazy that I ended it in June because May and June, that's where like my skills really got tested. For those of you who don't know, I had a family member, auntie, who decided to, team up with a YouTuber that didn't like me and try to take me down, and they threatened my channel and all this other crazy stuff. Mind you, the auntie was living in the home. So all that stuff I learned doing therapy, that was really tested. And I thought like, oh, maybe I should go back, but I one thing I learned in therapy, like it's okay to distance yourself from people. I have a really bad thing of like when somebody pisses me off, I will cut them off completely and want no communication with them at all. And through therapy, I learned that's okay. Like that's okay to cut off people and not want anything to do with them. Like you're justified for feeling that way. You are justified for wanting to cut people off and not have them a part of your life. If you choose to do that, that's what you choose to do. What's up, Yolanda, Sexy 60, Raina, Libra? I see y'all. So that's what I chose to do is cut those people that weren't good in my life. And I never went back and said, oh man, I should probably, change the way my thought process and stuff like that. Once they were removed out of my life, it got better for me. I think those demons that were around in my life were trying to tear me down. And, it was one thing to have people trying to tear you down from the outside, but just imagine people trying to tear you inside. And luckily for me, I was able to get out of that and still come on here with a smile, still be able to fight for myself and not being ashamed of fighting for myself. I think a lot of people thought I should have just took it. And no, I don't care who is, slandering your name, whether it's a relative or not. You don't just let people talk about you crazy and not defend yourself. You defend yourself. But on top of defending yourself, you move on. And that's what I have been able to do. And I know a lot of people be all like, AT2, well, I don't think you healed from that situation. I don't think necessarily I'll ever heal from it because it's a part of my story now. Like when I talk about my YouTube journey, that's something that's going to come up. I mean, hell, let's be honest. When a YouTuber gets mad at AT2, what's the first thing they say? I'm gonna interview your auntie. Don't they always say that, y'all? Like we've heard that multiple times. And it got to the point where it's just all like, you're gonna do what you gotta do. Go ahead. I'm quite fine with it. It's okay. Do what you have to do. At this point, I honestly don't care. It doesn't make or break me. I don't have this person in my life anymore. So whatever they have to say or whatever conspiracy theories and all this stuff, let them go ahead and say it. I don't care. Um, but I will say that it did really test me because it was all like, okay, you either gonna sit here and cry and quit, or you gonna keep pushing forward. And I decided to keep pushing forward. I was all like, I built my platform. I worked this hard to build my platform. I would be a fool to be all like, all right, I'm throwing in the towel. My hands are tied. I can't do it. No, no. I would never. No, no. I worked way too hard through all the slander, all the rumors, all the this, all the that I've been through on this platform. I would never just throw in the towel and be like, all right, you guys got it. I give up. No, never. You better keep pushing on because trust me, as it's only going to get worse. So that might have been just one thing that seemed like it was really bad for me, but it will get worse eventually. I got to be ready for the next thing, the next controversy, the next rumor, the next lie. I have to be prepared for that stuff. It's a part of the game, unfortunately. It's all about how you handle it and how you take it. Um, During that time, I did think about, okay, well, maybe I need to go see therapy and stuff like that. And then it was like, no, AT2, you don't need to go seek any kind of therapy or anything like that. The other people need to go seek help because you're okay. You know what your ailment is. You know what your issue is. These other people don't know what their issue is. And I can just see there's a lot of people on this platform that are going through things, and I can literally see them acting manic and having an episode, and because they feel like, oh, I don't want to admit it, or I feel too ashamed to admit it, they continue and they throw out all this venom and all this bullshit because literally they're going through a manic episode. I did a video yesterday on my back channel. I had Yolanda with me, and I had shout out to our cousin Stephanie. I had Stephanie with me, right? And it got back to me that well, this individual thought that you did the video because you cared about them and you want them to get mental help, get help or whatever, right? And I'm like, bitch, that video was not to help you. That video was to call you on your bullshit. That video was to let you know we see you for who you are. That was not, at least not for me. Now, Yolanda and Stephanie, they can defend themselves, but at least for me, AT2, for me, that video was not to help that other individual. Fuck yeah. I don't give a damn if you thought that video was to help. No, definitely not. There is no help for you. I want nothing good to happen to you. That video was not to help you. Now, do I think that you should go get help? Yes, I definitely think you should go get help. But if you thought that video was a cry for you to go get help and I'm worried about your mental and all. Again, I got a cough. Woo, excuse me. But yeah, that definitely wasn't a cry for help. Like, oh, please go get some help. Oh, I hope you go. No. If that makes you feel better, that that was supposed to be a cry for help, and I was trying to say, please go get some help. If you go get the help, if you took it as I was begging you to go get help, hell, take it. You know, I take back what I just said. If that will get you to go get your ass some help, please be my guest, please. Yep. Yolanda, don't take it back. Yep, that's what that video is for. If you will go get the help, I will definitely keep my mouth shut and be like, yep, that video was so you can go get help. Definitely. You know, other than that, yeah, it definitely wasn't a cry for help. But if you took it that way, okay. What Meek say? This motherfucker don't know what he want or who he. Yeah, confused. You know, he need a life coach. Mike A says, "Shut up." Thank you, Mike. What's up, Sneaky Link? How you doing? What's up, Jules? What's up, Virgo? Shout out to everybody coming in the room. Thank you. Yeah, if you took it as a cry for help that, oh, I need help, or he's trying to say that I need to go get help. If that inspires you to go get help, take it. Take it. Yep, that's what it was. I was begging you to go get help. You won. Yep. But anyway, I think for me, the whole video was really a reflection of everything that I had been through, and also how I related to Yolanda. Like every time I see Yolanda, I should choke her because Yolanda was down with that fool. But me and Yolanda worked out our issues, and I never went back on Yolanda and was all like, Yolanda, remember when you was over there and stuff? Because basically what he wants us to do is to fight each other. And we're not doing that. Same with Meek. I'm not going after Meek and be like, Meek, you was over there and da da da. I'm not doing that. We've already made peace. I don't go back and backtrack. Just like I've said things. I don't go back and backtrack. I'm not doing that. Once I move on, I move on. And because this fool is not capable of moving on, this is what happens. He has to talk about the past and things that happen and try to get people to fight. And no, that's not going to work. No matter how many times you re-upload or repost the old video, it's not going to make me mad at them ever. Ever. They have to do something to me to make me angry. But anything that happened in the past, that's not going to make me mad, no matter how many times you try to replay it. You know? Um, right. A lot of people don't like watching other creators. You're right about that, Jelly. Yep. It's the pettiest thing. You know, I'll say this for me. Now, if somebody is saying that I'm a criminal and that, I'm, I will say this because I do understand it when creators get mad. Okay, say if you were over in somebody's chat and they're saying that I'm a criminal and I'm going to jail because I murdered somebody, right? I would expect you not to be in that chat laughing or agreeing with that person. But if you're watching their content because you're watching their content, I can't be mad at you for that. You know what I mean? It's a difference. It's definitely a difference. Yeah, we good. Virgo is over here. Hell, there's so many different people that were over there that's able to spread their wings and to like other people. And I honestly like these people. I don't care if Meek is a white man, white woman. I like Meek. I don't care. Whoever Meek is, Meek has shown me nothing but love since we've been cool. I don't care who Meek is, at this point. Shout out to all the white men out there. I had to throw in a little jokey joke. Oh my God, Libra, she on this thing. No, why is she lying like that? Are you serious? Libra said, Jag on real life saying she a girl 16 with me. Why is she lying like that? Now I at first I wasn't gonna watch it. Now I gotta watch it. I gotta watch it. The moment she Yo, that is hilarious. If somebody don't go get her help, they need to go get Jag some help. Mental Health Awareness Month. This is what this video is about. Mental Health Awareness Month. Listen, I love real life productions. Listen, they ain't forcing that woman to say anything. They just letting her talk and they getting the money. That's what you're supposed to do. Get your money from Jag and then deuces. That's it. Right, Mojo. I wasn't gonna watch it. Yo, I gotta watch it. See, and that's what some people don't realize. Like, sometimes when people be like, yeah, can you believe Jack said this? It makes me curious because at first I'll be like, I ain't watching that shit. And then when somebody says something like funny like that, I'll be like, okay, I gotta watch it now. But yeah, I probably would have never watched it. Shout out to all the victims, though. Let me take a real moment. Shout out to the actual victims out there of Epstein, but Jag, don't say no shit like that. Oh my God. What's up, dirty bitch? How you doing? Thank you for being here. But yeah, I think also too, because going back to the weaponizing mental health, I think there's a lot of people who will have these episodes and start crying on camera. Dirty bitch know what I'm talking about. Crying on camera and doing all this other stuff. And these long live streams where they're crying and just, it has no point to it. The whole point is for money. Some people will say, oh, they're trying to affect my mental health. They're trying to affect my mental health. But really, they're trying to play the victim. And some of them will even tell you like they're playing victim. Some of them will tell you, I'm playing a victim. So you always gotta, just sit back and watch. Excuse me. Never believe anything that nobody tells you firsthand. Sit back and watch their history. Watch how they move. Because if they're always coming on claiming to be a victim, always coming on here crying and stuff like that, 9 times out of 10, it's for the money. It's for the attention. It's for the clout. Oh, let me frame myself as a victim and people will come crying to me and all that. Yeah. You got to be careful. With me, like I said, I've always been honest about my mental health journey. I told you guys when I first said, hey, I'm seeking therapy. I told you guys it was going to be like 3 months out because the system is horrible for mental health. You literally have to wait 3 months to see somebody. And then, are you referring to T? No, I wasn't even referring to, see, so many, I wasn't pointing specifically at anybody, but what I just said fits so many different people. See, I told you, MB. But yeah, all these people, whatchamacallit? So all these people are waiting to go seek therapy. However, there's like a 3 month and sometimes even longer to see somebody. Luckily, I was able to get bumped up. And so that's how I seen somebody within a month. But I would have been waiting if I didn't. Luckily, I was able to get bumped up in the line. And like I said, it really did help me. I think there was so much going on at the time. And me just trying to figure out like, okay, how do I put that? How do I balance this new life? I think for me also too, it was weird going from living on my own for almost 10 years to then living with people. I don't think nobody realized how much of a change that is. Because I'm used to, okay, you get on my nerves, okay, get out, right? But when you live with people, it totally changes the dynamic. Put a one in the chat if you live with somebody right now. Or I should have said this. Put a one if you live by yourself and then you live with someone. The dynamics change when you live with people, and learning different personalities and being able to be like, okay, well, I like to put the butter on the top shelf. No, I like to put the butter in the door. No, I like to put the butter out so it can melt on the counter. Like something as simple as where to put the goddamn butter is a fight and an argument. And I just wasn't used to that. And I was like, well, damn, is it me? And then I was all like, no. I was having this conversation with my stepsister actually. And like me and her, we were talking about we were now this sounds cocky as shit, right? We were saying I feel like people weren't raised right. Like I feel like we were raised right compared to other people. And she totally got what I meant because like some people because my stepsister, she used to have a roommate and stuff like that. And her roommate, didn't do certain things that we grew up doing. And necessarily her roommate isn't wrong or nobody else is wrong. It's just that we were raised a certain way. This is the way it is. And basically, we expect everybody else to know that, and they don't. So, learning that, it was a change. Lachelle said, it makes me angry when people know that they have mental issues going on and manipulate others around them. Yes, yes, Lachelle, that's what they do. Manipulate other people. Right. I think another big change for me was not working a 9 to 5. I'm used to working a 9 to 5, going to work and stuff like that. And it's been well, it's officially been 4 years now. March, whatever the day that was when they told everybody to go home and lock the doors. That's how long it's been for me. Um, and I've had a few side gigs and stuff like that, but nothing like permanent, right? Um, but being stressed, like, oh shit, like how am I gonna be able to pay my rent? When am I gonna have some money? Like those kind of things you don't think about. I used to be able to just blow my money off because I knew in another couple of weeks I'll get some more. Pay a bill here, might pay a bill late. I ain't gonna lie. Move some stuff around and stuff like that. But I knew it was always like every 2 weeks I'm gonna get $1,000. I'm just guessing the number, but every 2 weeks I'm gonna get $1,000. I knew that. But with social media, you get paid one time a month, and your check fluctuates. And like I told you guys, I didn't start making money, and I'm not even going to say a lot of money. I didn't start making money until my third year. So imagine 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. And mind you, when 2023 start, my monetization got taken away the month before. So basically, I had to catch up on 2 months in 2023. So I was always playing. Y'all don't hear me right now. I was playing catch up. I had to catch up on my money, y'all. That will mentally break your ass down because you're like, shit, I ain't got no money. I do believe when you're broke or when you're poor, that affects your mental health too. There's studies that have proven that. There are studies that have proven that. Literally, literally, not having money or being poor or in poverty does affect your mental health. When you can't eat, when you can't turn your lights on, when you can't shower because you have no water, that affects your mental health. Always struggling and surviving, that affects your mental health. And so it's a lot, and I'm sorry I'm being over dramatic and shit like that, but just remembering, and mind you, water and stuff like that wasn't an issue. It was just me like having to catch up on bills and like, yeah. So I never shared this. So I used to have Verizon, right? And then during the pandemic, let you did this thing where like you could extend your bill or whatever, and you didn't have to pay for like about 6 months or something like that. And then after that 6 months, you gotta then pay all that money back like right away, or they cut off your service. So I didn't have like an actual like phone for about 6 months. If we gonna tell the truth, we gonna tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. I didn't have an actual phone until like 6 months, and then I was able to get it turned on, and then I was able to then move to T-Mobile. But yeah, that's the truth right there. Oh, what's up, New York? You reading this? I'm telling you. Yeah, it messed a lot of people up. Yeah, it did. Yeah, it was a tough time, a very tough time. Um, one of the times that I'm grateful for, and then also one of the few of the times where it's been like very challenging. Um, by the way, if you guys click those dots over there, you can click the dots and then you can hit the like button. I know it's a little different when you go vertical. Talking to the people on whatchamacallit. Y'all know the app I'm talking about. YouTube. On the YouTubes. That's real adulting challenge. Yeah. Thank you, River, for being here. I appreciate that. But yeah, um, this some real shit, y'all. Like it was challenging. Very challenging. Like it sometimes you feel like you got it and then you don't. Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hit the button right there, the three dots on top, and then that's how you hit the like button when you're on vertical. And thank you guys for the hearts. I hate how you can't see it on StreamYard. I wish you could see the hearts on StreamYard, but I see the hearts. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that was tough for me. Um, and yeah, I could have asked for a handout and I could have asked for this and that, but I didn't. I made it through. And a funny thing is that a lot of people um would just be all like, "Oh, well, why don't you just go get a job and this and that?" And it's all like, you don't think like I looked for work. You don't think I looked for a job. I didn't just think like, "Oh, I'm gonna be a YouTuber and I'm just gonna beg people for the rest of my life." I didn't think that. Like, come on now, like use your brain. And I feel like people will almost shame you for being a YouTuber. They'll be all like, "Well, you chose this and that," and it's all like, "Well, if I wasn't here, what's up, Melanie Jones? If I wasn't here entertaining you, you wouldn't see me anymore. You know what I mean? You wouldn't see me at all if I wasn't here entertaining you. Because let me tell you the truth: if I had a regular job, I would not be on YouTube. I tried being on YouTube when I had a regular job. It didn't work out. Yeah, it wasn't bringing no money, so I was like, I ain't gonna take it serious. You know what I mean? Yeah. And a lot of people don't look at it like this. They think like, okay, you're on the internet, so this is just something fun. They don't realize like this. You're an entrepreneur being on the internet. And I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur, right? I just didn't know how or what being an entrepreneur persisted of. Even though I went to school for business, right? I just didn't figure out my niche or my niche. I thought like, oh, I'm gonna have to go into accounting or something like that. First of all, I can barely add, subtract, divide, parentheses. I could barely do any of that shit, but I thought I was going to be an accountant. But anyway, um, now looking at it, I am a small business. I am an entrepreneur. And this is what I've always wanted to do was work for myself. Whenever they had career day and you have those people saying like, yeah, I work for myself, that I knew I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur. I just didn't know how. And I didn't want to do no pyramid schemes in order to be an entrepreneur. New York said it, not me. But yeah, I just didn't want to do the pyramid schemes. And shout out to all the pyramid scheme people. I ain't hating on the pyramid scheme people, but that's just ain't for me. I gotta go recruit 70 people just to make $1? Oh no, oh no, oh no. I'll just sit online and beg all day. I'd rather do that. I'd rather do that than me go recruit 70 different people in order to make $1. Like that should be crazy, y'all. Them pyramid scheme people, and it's always like, oh yeah, I make so much money and this and that. That's a small percentage of people that make all that money and stuff like that. And you know how like the pyramid scheme people be getting you? Because they be like, oh, look at this. We do I got a cough again. I always turn on my camera because my mouth all over. You know, I gotta, yeah, that's why I turn on my camera. But anyway, but you know, they show you like those big grand events that they do with all the balloons and fireworks and stuff like that. Then they got a celebrity guest speaker to try to hustle you and shit. Like, I don't have, no. That's the 1% that's in that auditorium or at that event that go and celebrate. That's not everybody. Oh no, 901 Diva, is that the Jack cough? No, she be spitting this shit on camera. That yeah, we got 2 different coughs. Mine is getting better. Hers sound like it's progressing and getting worse. We got two different coughs. Let me see how you cough again. No, I ain't gonna show you again. But anyway, yeah. I didn't want to do that to be an entrepreneur. No, thank you. I had to find my own way of being an entrepreneur, and this is the way. And I have to thank you guys. Thank you guys for allowing me and giving me the ability to be an entrepreneur. Give yourselves a round of applause. Thank God I can work from home mixed with this because I couldn't go into an office all day and do this all night. Exactly. See, Melanie Jones knows what I'm talking about. If I was working a 9 to 5, I would not be doing this. No way in hell. No way in hell. No matter what my shift was, I wouldn't be able to do it. And I'm going to even go one step further. Even if I was working from home, thank you, Kay. I appreciate that. Even if I was working from home, I still wouldn't do this shit. I ain't gonna even lie to y'all. I would not be doing this if I was working from home. If I'm working at JLB, I'm not doing this too. Because you know how time consuming it is, like to research things, look things up, and do. It's a lot of work on the back end that we don't get paid for. You know? At least at a job, when you clock in, you're getting paid all that time, even if you clock in just to eat breakfast. Now, don't lie. Now, I worked the office job. You know, I used to clock in and be like, I'm going to go eat me something. Don't judge me. I know we all do it. Well, I've been told that's a black thing, to clock in for work and then start eating. I heard that's a black thing, but yeah. Working for myself changed my life. Yes, 901 Diva. Yeah. What's up, Carla? Yeah. And taxes do dirtier when you're self-in. Yes. Yes. All that money. Like basically you make all this money and then you got to pay like a 45% of it back. And you're like, well, damn, I didn't make no money. It's a lot. And like learning how to like put things like, okay, I ate food or I went on this trip, like, excuse me, like my Vegas trip, I have to put that on, as a business expense. Oh, excuse me. I'm not monetized. I still need my. Right, right. Melanie's not monetized. Right. Yeah, but all that stuff that and people don't really teach you any of this. Like you have to learn it on your own through trial and error. Like I want to build like a community of people of content creators. Let me be more specific. Content creators that come together and we just do dope shit together. Like I want to create that kind of community. And it starts with yourself. It starts with me, and it starts with building with one, two people, and then eventually spreading it throughout. Like, there is no way in hell because a lot of y'all like to go live at the same time, and I tried not to go live at the same time as people, but y'all don't be giving a damn about me going live. Y'all like to go live at the same goddamn time. But anyway, different conversation. But there should be like a community where it's all like, okay, blah 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 is coming on at 1 o'clock. Okay, it's 2 o'clock. Blah 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 is coming on at 2 o'clock. Then 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, and then like all those people should be gathered, going to those different creators and stuff like that. And so that's the kind of community and where we collaborate with each other, we support each other. Like that's what I want to see more in 2024. Like let's not wait until 2025. It can happen in 2024. You know what I mean? No laugh out loud. I am just saying, do you need watch hours? Um, oh, you're talking about Melanie. I, I want to say I think she has the requirements. I think it's, yeah, I think it's something else. I think it's something else. I think she has the requirements down. Be looking for those deductions with the like yeah, you know, there's a lot to all these tax deductions and just different things that you have to learn how to do. It's a lot. It is a lot. Um, but also, I speak going back to the mental health because that was the original subject. I think it's important that you not only cater to, but you only surround yourself with people that actually uplift you and people that actually do support you. I think when you surround yourself or you watch people that are negative, you're gonna put yourself in that negative space. So don't watch those people. Thank you, Nelson. Thank you. I appreciate it. What's up, Mildred? What's up, Sherry? How you doing? Um, that's the one thing about going vertical. You get so many different people in here, and they just like they say the most randomest shit, and like you just go along with it. You just like, all right, thank you, okay. But as long as you subscribe to the channel, that's all I care about. Just subscribe, hit that like button. You can say whatever you want to. Oh, and give me money. Give me money, like, subscribe. You can say whatever. If you don't do those things, then you got to get your ass up out of here. Thank you, Melanie. I appreciate that. Thank you. That really does mean a lot. Um, yes, come together. Don't come together with any old body. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I think even for me, even with the people that I quote unquote beef with, I don't really have like any beef with anybody. I feel like for me, honestly, I wish the best in their future endeavors. But for me, um, I can't continue to hate somebody because then that hate ends up eating you up. So it's more like, hey, go ahead and be great, and I'm gonna be great over here. That's more or less what it is. Thank you, Sneaky Link. I appreciate that. May I ask, do you really need a try to be on YouTube? I don't have to be friends with all my coworkers. I feel like that messes up your money. No, no, Miss Alien said no. Because for me, I pretty much work alone. Like I don't have a clique. I'm not in the clique. I I go against the grain too much to be in a clique. So I am solo dolo. Um, but but for me personally, I think us coming together and creating something dope would work better than us fighting each other. Like, yeah, people like the drama and stuff like that, but if they see, if they see me and Michelle ATL and Brown working together, that would be dope rather than us fighting, right? And we're not fighting. I love Michelle, right? I'm just using her as an example. People would love that more than to see us fighting. You feed a lot of pigeons, though. Oh, I'm the Godfather. I feed the pigeons. I feed all my godchildren. This is what I do. I feed them a lot. I feel like AT2 never gets the credit that he deserves, right? I should hold a summit. Oh, that'd be a good idea, right? I feel like I feed a lot of people, but they will never admit that I feed them. They will never admit that they've been able to eat off of me. They will never admit that I help them. They will never admit it. But it's the thing, sometimes your children don't give you credit for the shit that you do and how you help them out. It is what it is. Right, right, right. That's when I go left. Yep. Yes, because I watch a few of y'all. I be scrambling, laugh out loud. Right. Then they start shitting everywhere. Yep, the pigeons start shitting everywhere. Yeah. And I think everybody who shows you love don't think like they actually like you. It's more like, hey, I'm coming to you because I want to use you for something. And yeah, you got to be careful with that. I think a lot of times, like people come around and be like, hey, T2, I want to collab, I want to work with you. Not because they actually like you, it's because they want to use you as a stepping stone to get to the next person. And yeah, you got to be careful with that. Don't let everybody into your circle. And I mean, we all know the people you can't let around and into your circle. We already know that. I don't have to go down the list of people. We already know. Right. Right. You speaking truth. You right. You ain't told one lie yet. You right. Mm-hmm. That's how it is. It's unfortunate. I think for me also too, knowing that okay, people are gonna say outrageous things because I wanna end with this. People are gonna say outrageous things. And thank you guys for letting me know the things that certain people say and stuff like that. I think for me at this time, they're going to say the most outrageous things to get a reaction out of me. It's how I react to it that makes a difference. And whoever is lying on me, whoever is speaking ill on my name, that's on them at this point. I've already told you guys the truth, and whatever you want to believe is what you want to believe. Hopefully, you believe me. That's the only thing I can say. But other than that, y'all, I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for the love and support. I appreciate all of you. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. But we out of here. Deuces, everybody.